Psalm 4, Trusting God in Uncertain Times. Psalm 4 presents a movement from distress to peace, expressing deep confidence in God amid opposition. Traditionally attributed to King David, the psalm reflects the experience of a believer who faces external pressure yet finds inner stability through trust in God. It is both a prayer and a meditation on what it means to rely fully on divine righteousness rather than human strength. The psalm opens with an urgent appeal, "Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness." This phrase immediately establishes a crucial theological idea: righteousness is not self-derived but comes from God. The speaker does not claim moral superiority; instead, he depends on God as the source of his standing. By recalling past moments of relief in times of distress, the psalm models a faith that looks backward in order to strengthen present confidence. This aligns with the broader biblical theme that assurance before God rests on his character and faithfulness, a concept later developed more fully in texts like Romans. The tone then shifts as the psalmist addresses those who oppose him. He challenges their misplaced values, describing their pursuit of falsehood and emptiness. This critique is not merely moral but spiritual. It highlights the human tendency to exchange what is true and lasting for what is fleeting. In contrast, the psalm affirms that the Lord has set apart for himself him who is godly. This statement underscores the idea of being chosen or set apart by God, indicating a relationship grounded in divine initiative rather than human achievement. It also provides reassurance that God listens attentively to those who belong to him. The psalm continues with a call to reflection and moral restraint: "Be angry, and do not sin. Meditate within your heart on your bed, and be still." Here, emotional honesty is permitted, but it must be governed by righteousness. Anger is acknowledged as a real human experience, yet it is not to lead into wrongdoing. Instead, the psalm encourages quiet self-examination, suggesting that transformation begins inwardly. The instruction to offer the sacrifices of righteousness reinforces the idea that outward acts of worship are meaningful only when accompanied by genuine trust and integrity. This anticipates later teachings, such as those found in Hebrews, where the emphasis is placed on sincerity of faith rather than mere ritual. A central question emerges in the next section: who will show us any good? This reflects a universal human longing for well-being and fulfillment. The psalmist answers not by pointing to material prosperity but by seeking God's presence. "Lord, lift up the light of your countenance upon us." The imagery suggests favor, blessing, and relational closeness. The joy that follows is described as greater than the abundance of grain and wine, symbols of economic success and security. In this way, the psalm contrasts external prosperity with internal gladness, asserting that true joy originates in communion with God rather than in changing circumstances. This perspective resonates with the message of Philippians, where joy is portrayed as independent of external conditions. The psalm concludes with a powerful expression of peace: "I will both lie down in peace and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety." The progression from anxiety to rest is complete. Despite unresolved external threats, the psalmist experiences inner calm because his security is rooted in God's sovereignty. Sleep becomes an act of trust, a daily surrender to divine care. This ending encapsulates the central message of the psalm, that confidence in God transforms fear into peace. In sum, Psalm 4 offers a profound reflection on faith under pressure. It teaches that righteousness is received from God, that true worship flows from a sincere heart, and that lasting joy is found not in material gain but in God's presence. Above all, it demonstrates that even in the midst of conflict and uncertainty, a life grounded in trust can rest securely and peacefully.
Psalm 4. To the chief musician, with stringed instruments, a psalm of David. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have relieved me in my distress. Have mercy on me, and hear my prayer. How long, O you sons of men, will you turn my glory to shame? How long will you love worthlessness and seek falsehood? Selah. But know that the Lord has set apart for himself him who is godly. The Lord will hear when I call to him. Be angry, and do not sin. Meditate within your heart on your bed, and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. There are many who say, Who will show us any good? Lord, lift up the light of your countenance upon us. You have put gladness in my heart, more than in the season that their grain and wine increased. I will both lie down in peace and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety.